Hey everyone, my name's Haley, welcoming you to today's Biteable tutorial. In this video, I'm giving out tips on how to use video to improve employee relations within your team and win that world's best boss mug you've always wanted. I'll also show you how to create a video in the Biteable Video Maker. You know, the job title of HR manager is a bit deceptive. An HR manager manages, sure, but the most important objective is to tune in to the team and anticipate their needs. HR managers help teams get along with each other, absorb their emotions and frustrations, and constantly adjust conditions to get the best out of their team. It's a tough job with a lot of responsibility, but it's easy to see why it's so vital. Studies show that employees who feel connected are 20 to 25% more productive. But when a team is remote, your job as the team's emotional support mascot becomes trickier. Remote working can make those water cooler connections fade, and it's tricky to facilitate organic moments of team bonding. But don't worry, help is here. Video is one of the most effective ways to improve employee relations within your distributed team and regain that productivity bump. There are 3 key areas to pay attention to. Firstly, you need to live and breathe transparency. This doesn't mean you should be oversharing and let your team in on every tidbit from the top, but they do need to feel like they're on their side. A good place to start with your transparency practice is to help your team understand company policies. Create a set of videos that explain the policies in plain language and relate them to your team specifically. Secondly, you need to show gratitude. Most people really only need 2 things to feel good about their job: an occasional pizza lunch and a Friday genuine kudos. Try to work gratitude into your routine with a weekly thank you video. It might be cheesy, but who doesn't love a gold star? And pay attention to giving pats on the back for achievements outside of work. Getting a personal best at the gym, having a baby, or even being approved for a rental are big life events and represent a lot of effort. And finally, you need to create an easy avenue for feedback. Feedback can go both ways, and it can be difficult for some people to truly absorb or give feedback when they're face-to-face with another team member. But video feedback does away with this problem. Get into the habit of sending and asking for quick videos that outline feedback. And turning all this theory into action is easy too. Let's create an HR video together. Here I am on Bitable's peer review request template page. This is the perfect video to make sure your request process is transparent to share it with your employees. So I'm going to go ahead and edit this template to ask my employees for some peer feedback. So starting off in this first scene, I'm just going to customize this text for the employee that I'm sending the video to. You could also generalize this and make it for an entire team instead of a specific employee, whatever works best for your process. So now I'm just going to start customizing this text so it's relevant to my feedback process and to the employees that I'm sending it to. So in this case, I specifically want 3 points of feedback. And then I'm just going to write some questions that the employees can consider when they're providing their feedback, just to make that process a bit easier for them. So maybe, how did they do leading the latest marketing campaign? And then you can reposition the text on your screen as well. As you can see, customizing the text is as simple as clicking inside the text box and then typing whatever you would like your new message to be. And then you can also adjust the text box by stretching them out on your scene and then dragging to reposition them. We're coming up to the end of our video here, so I'm just going to provide a due date here. Then I'll change the color of that due date so it stands out a bit. You can play around here with our different text colors until you find something that looks good. In this case, I want to use the same color as my animation, so I'm just going to copy that hex code, then go back to my text and paste it into that hex code box. Now we're heading into our final scene here, so I actually, instead of having a logo, I want to leave them with a call to action, so I'm going to delete these text boxes and animations here. Then I'll click Add Caption, and I'm just going to direct them to their HR business partner if they have any questions. So we'll get that centered on the screen. And then I can reposition my text box and play around with it. But the scene looks a little bit boring, so I'm going to click on the background and add an animation. So you can choose here from any of Bitable's animations or also our stock footage, or you could upload your own image or video if you had that you wanted to use as a background. In this case, I'm just going to look through these different icons until I find one that I like. This one looks perfect. And then I can drag the animation or the text anywhere on the scene so it looks good. Now, since this was a video template, we already did have some scene transitions, which you can see here. You can change those if you want. And we also had a soundtrack already provided in the video, but you could change that as well if you wanted to pick something different. Now let's watch our video. Now, once you're ready, you can go ahead and head to the Export tab. Then you'll be able to build your video, and this is where you'll be able to either share it with a link or download it to your device, whatever is easiest for you. Bonding with your team is easy peasy when you have a little help from Bitable. Sign up to Bitable today and browse our giant template library full of HR gems at bitable.com/templates. And don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe for more tutorials like this. See you next time.